Balto application was created to supply the ability for clinicians to enter form data for their patients in a quick and efficient way to sustain a more complete patient record. The entered data captured through forms in a visit allows flexible reporting for patients and populations over both short and long time frames. Today, we will review how to sign in, create a visit, add data through forms, and close a visit. Closed visits are available for reporting. We will create reports as well and show some of Balto's additional capabilities. Balto can be configured to launch from an integrated EMR or directly from your desktop. Here I am logging in directly from my desktop with my username and password created by the system administrator. The application is equipped with multi-site capability and user security. Users can be limited to enter and view data for specific sites and groups. Here, I have just selected the site that I'm going to enter data for. The application is set up to allow patients to be entered or imported from an EMR as identified or de-identified. The most common type of de-identified patient are those in clinical and research studies. Here, I'm selecting an identified patient, Candace Candles, and I'm selecting Show Chart. Now I'm going to create a visit for Candace Candles. Groups and activities are configured outside of the application through an admin portal and do not require additional deployments. The first form opens and displays the questions for me to go ahead and answer. Once I'm done completing the form, I can press Save and Close if I've completed all the questions in the form, or I can select Save as Draft if I want to return to the form at a later time to complete additional data. Now I can go ahead and complete the additional forms within the visit. I have now completed all the forms within my visit. I notice at the bottom that I have a 20 next to Decision Support and a 9 next to Alerts. This is the decision support capability that's built within the application. If algorithms are provided for a form, the application can present recommendations to the user based on the entered data. This is for the NBSI form which I just completed. Recommendations require immediate attention are called alerts. Recommendations for diagnoses may also include recommendations for associated interventions and outcomes. A user can include recommendations by making it a clinical decision. After completing the forms and saving my data, I am ready to close the visit. I select my visit and select Close and Write Note. I can show my collected data. I can enter any additional notes that I would like to include here as well. This is a preview of my note. Notice here that I can see the decision support 5 decisions that were recommendations that I made a clinical decision. I can scroll down below to see the full report. And since these were the ones that I acknowledged and added a status for, they are added to the patient note. Now I can close and save. And the visit has been closed. Since the visit has been closed, this information is now available for reporting. Reports are created using client requirements and are customized based on need. I'm going to go ahead and generate a report using parameters that I want to retrieve data back for. I can run and export my report also in a variety of formats. Reports that display on the left-hand side of the page are controlled by user access rights as well. I scroll down to view my report. Now I'm going to go ahead and export my report. Now I can choose the location which I wish to save this exported report. Balto also has a user manual and help contents available to users directly within the application. This is available through the Help tab. The provider is the user that signed into the application at the time. The provider has the ability to edit their information and change their password. The Balto application also can do several other things such as allow for a user to create a web visit for a patient, and assign forms for a patient to complete online through a secure patient portal. I also have the ability to print a blank form, to print completed forms, as well as edit visits that have not been closed. And that concludes our brief overview of Balto. Thank you and have a great day.